Hello, Natomas Christian School families. It is Thursday, March 16th, and it is time for another Thursday Thoughts. Hey, this week is going to be several announcements about events coming up and some happening rather quickly. Since I know many of us, we look at the Thursday Thoughts at different parts of the day, I'm going to just go ahead and remind you that today is our field trip to the San Francisco Exploratorium. For those students who are attending and those of you who are driving, number one, I want to say thank you for participating and helping us chaperone and transport the kids down to San Francisco. If you are attending the field trip, please meet at the school by 7:15 today. We would like to pray, get the carpool distribution list out, and then get on the road by 7:30. Again, we are meeting at the Exploratorium at 10. We have a 10 o'clock appointment. We have a 3-hour block to explore. The location. We'll take a break for lunch, and then we'd like to meet and make sure that everyone gets back on the road, and we are shooting to be back at the school by 5 o'clock tonight. So again, we're hoping to get on the road by 7:30 and return to NCS by 5 o'clock p.m. tonight. For your students who are not attending the field trip, again, this was an all or nothing field trip, simply meaning if our students are not participating, they are to stay home. If you gave us a permission slip with marking no, we will excuse the absence. If we did not get a permission slip that was marked no, it will be an unexcused absence. So that's just as a reminder and how we're dealing with that. But again, the field trip is happening today, headed down to the Exploratorium. The students are excited. I'm excited because I have never been to the Exploratorium, so I'm curious and interested to go see what it's all about. All right, moving on. Tomorrow, which is March 17th, is the deadline to turn in the Double Good Popcorn fundraising forms and the money. We are asking for both the order forms and the money turned into Mrs. Palma by 1:30 tomorrow. That way we've got time to collect it all, make sure we get all the orders properly looked at, and then entered into the system. Takes about 3 weeks or so for that popcorn to get shipped back to us. So our goal is we should be able to have it here on campus in time for the Easter break, which some families have asked us about. So that's why we really want to get those in by 1:30 tomorrow. Again, order forms and money for the popcorn fundraisers are due to Mrs. Palma in the front office by 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. Moving into a few other things that are happening and a little later in the month, we are having our Terra Nova testing for our grades 3 through high school. This is our version of our standardized testing. Our Terra Nova testing is aligned to the Ignitia curriculum that we use in the classroom. We look at our standardized testing a lot differently than your traditional public schools. We use our standardized testing as strictly a measure on how students compare with themselves from the previous year, and that's all we want to use it for. So our families who were here last year, we will take the test again this year, and then as a staff and as teachers, we will look at the progress that your student made year over year, and it helps informs our instruction as we go forward. Of course, we want to continue to work with the things that were improved, and we also get to see some things that maybe we need to improve on in the classroom. But we do not norm our scores. We do not subscribe to ranking our schools or anything like that. Again, that takes away from our approach of individualization. Again, the sole purpose of our standardized testing, which will happen on Tuesday, March 28th, we just want our students to do the best they can, and we just want to show them either a baseline for our new students this year, so we can see where they end up next year, or for our students who were here last year, gives us a chance to see how much growth we've had in a year. But again, that is our standardized Terra Nova testing happening on Tuesday, March 28th. Also, happening that week is our high school formal. Our spring formal is happening on Friday, March 31st. The ticket deadline for the high school formal has been extended to 1 week to Friday the 24th. So if you have not had a chance, for high school students, high school families, if you haven't had a chance to pick up your tickets yet, please inform your students to make contact with either myself or Mrs. Palma up in the front office, and we will take care of that. And then the deadline has been extended 1 week to March 24th. And then the event is being held again in the city of Davis at the Oddfellows Hall, and the time is from 6 to 10 on Friday, March 31st. And then finally, just one more announcement is our spring portraits. Spring portraits are, kids grow up. They grow up a lot, and they grow up rather quickly. So many of your kids have grown up. They've grown up. They've in height, they've grown up in maturity. Their whole they've changed a lot. So if you would like pictures to commemorate this, the change and the growing up, spring pictures are happening on Thursday, March 30th. This is also a great time for all of our new students or any students who are absent at the beginning of the year. It's a chance to take those pictures, and you can get a chance to you can order, but again, that's happening on March 30th. And then lastly, just our final reminder about our memory verse. We've been in the same verse and chapter for quite some time now, for about 3 weeks, and we're going to have one more week. We are focusing on the Christian trait of being of having endurance. We are reading from Hebrews 12. We started in Hebrews 12:1, and then going into this week, we're at Hebrews 12:1 through 3, and then we're going to finish up next week. We're going to go Hebrews 12:1 through 5. So for those of you who are helping your kids stay on par with their memory verses, first I want to say thank you for that. And then secondly, just so you are aware, so next week's memory verse will be Hebrews 12:1 through 5. And again, the trait is endurance. So that's it. It's been a great first week of the fourth quarter. It's been a busy week of the fourth quarter, and it promises to get even more busy from here to the finish line between here and the end of the school year. But those are our thoughts for this week. Thanks for your attention. I hope you guys have a great day. Have a wonderful weekend. Until next time, God bless. Bye.